South Africa played Ireland in a one-day international in Dublin yesterday. It was the second game. The first game was rained out, so this really mattered. Ireland batted first. This is Andy Balbirnie, the Irish captain. He's opening the batting. And he hits Anrich Nortje through the covers of 4. Beautiful shot to start the innings. Here he is facing Rabada. Clip off his legs for 4. Beautiful start to the innings for Ireland. Andy Balbirnie was in good form yesterday. This is a swivel pull shot. He hits Andile Phehlukwayo onto the grass bank. Andy Balbirnie is Ireland's best player, and it's just nice to see that Ireland's best players are no longer secretly Australian. Here's Balbirnie going to 50, knocks Keshav Maharaj into the offside to the sweeper, and nonchalantly raises his bat. Teammates are very happy. He knows Ireland have a big job ahead of them. That's a man who means business. And it's relevant to note that these games are really important. Qualification for the next World Cup involves this ICC Men's Cricket Super League where all of the top teams will play each other, and the top 13 teams play each other in 24 matches, and they're ranked by their results, and the best teams go straight to the World Cup, so every game matters. Bilateral ODI series like this one have a lot more significance than they used to. It wasn't just Balbirnie who came to play. This is Ireland number 3 McBride coming down the wicket and hitting Tabrai Shamsi through the leg side. When I was watching live, I thought there's no way that any of these Irish players will be brave enough to come down the wicket to Shamsi, and it's just a matter of time before one of them top edges it or gets caught at short cover or something, but Andy McBride proved me wrong. The partnership between Balbirnie and McBride was soon ended, however, and you suspected that Ireland might be in a little bit of trouble. But in walks this guy, 21-year-old Harry Tector. This is very early on in his innings. Keshav Maharaj tosses it up, and he is slog swept for 6 into the tree. Pretty useful shot. And not to be outdone, Balbirnie at the other end also slog sweeps Keshav Maharaj for 6, bisecting the leg side sweeper and the long off. Here's Balbirnie going to his century. He's facing Shamsi's on 99, dinks it into the offside, takes the single, and goes to his 7th one-day international century. His teammates give him a standing ovation, and again, very nonchalantly raises the bat, and no great celebrations from Balbirnie. He knows there's a big job still to do. Unfortunately for Ireland, Balbirnie was soon out, and he thought the innings might spiral out of control. But Harry Tector was not to be outdone. That is a little paddle sweep before. And Harry Tector looks like he could have been brought up playing in some of the elite academies in England or Australia. He looks like a really good player. Here he is picking a big loopy slower ball from Phehlukwayo and smashing him through the covers. This was Tector going to 50. Again, no huge celebrations from the Irish guys. Watch this shot. This is Tector backing away and scything Anrich Nortje over backward point for 4. Beautiful shot. That looks like something out of the IPL. Anrich Nortje is understandably puzzled. And at the other end, batting with Tector was this guy, all-rounder George Dockrell, who backs away and manages to squeeze it past short fine leg for 4. Sometimes batters get away with these sorts of shots at the end of white ball innings. Nortje is pretty frustrated. Harry Tector went out in the last over, but George Dockrell kept going. This is the second last ball of the innings, thick outside edge for 4. Ireland ended on 290, which is a pretty competitive score, and some of the South African faces started to look a little bit worried. South Africa's batting didn't get off to a great start. This is Aiden Markram top edging one to mid-off, and South Africa were 28 for 1. Pretty understated celebrations. Temba Bavuma gets caught at square leg, and celebrations are a little bit more animated. Really good catch from Dockrell. They're 51 for 2. And at this point, you sense that the momentum was really turning Ireland's way. A big partnership did form, however. South Africa were 155 for 2. Janneman Milan and Rassie van der Dussen batted really well. This is Milan hitting George Dockrell through the leg side for 4, 159 for 2. You think maybe this is just business as usual. The very next ball, Dockrell tosses it up again. Milan holes out to cow corner. Mark Adair takes a good catch. He is absolutely thrilled with that. And South Africa 159 for 3. Very interesting game. Very soon after, Rassie van der Dussen's out as well. He gets stuck. 160 for 4. And then there's a bit of a procession of wickets. Kyle Verreynne, Andile Phehlukwayo, and the South African middle order kingpin, David Miller. And it was all but over at this point. This is the last ball of the game. Anrich Nortje gets bowled by a beautiful Yorker from Adair, and Ireland go on to win the game. This is huge for them. It's the first time they've ever beaten South Africa. If you look at the scorecard, it's pretty convincing as well. They won by 43 runs, and I think that Andy Balbirnie and the Irish boys should be proud.